Welcome back to my channel. You can take a cutting from a fig that you like the taste of and grow a new fig sapling for yourself. Or you can take cuttings from the roses you've grown in your garden, or in pots using the same methods, allowing you to produce dozens of the same rose. Now, let's watch the techniques that guarantee 100% sprouting and rooting together. Let's start with figs in this video. To take cuttings from figs and turn these cuttings into new figs. You can create cuttings from 1-year-old branches of figs and roses before the buds burst from November to mid-March. We need to cut the tip of the cutting we've taken so that new shoots can emerge from the buds. The cutting length should be between 15 to 30 cm. The number of eyes is between 3 and 6 pieces are the ideal dimensions for steel production. The buds should not have burst at the time you take the cutting. It's ideal to cut from here. Cut the top part horizontally. This way the rainwater will flow away easily. Cut the bottom horizontally as well to improve rooting. Prepare all the cuttings this way. One of the most important points is that the cuttings should be soaked in water for at least 12 hours. When the cuttings have absorbed enough water, they will root more easily. Now that the cuttings, have been soaking in water for about 12 hours, we can start our natural application to speed up the rooting process. For this, take a napkin and place it on the ground where the cuttings will root. The napkin will help keep the root pot moist and hold the natural product we will use for rooting. We will use turmeric for rooting. The fine roots will develop and turmeric will provide the minerals that the cutting needs. Pour the turmeric onto the strip part of the cutting and wrap the napkin tightly around the cutting to keep it in place. Press it down firmly and your cutting process is complete. Apply the same process to the other cuttings. You can also dip rose cuttings or any other cuttings you want to root into turmeric this way to speed up their rooting. Spray the napkins wrapped around the cuttings one last time to soak them thoroughly. Make sure that the pot we will plant the cuttings in has a drainage hole at the bottom. Fill the bottom of the pot with some stones or hardened soil. Let's prepare the soil that we will fill into the pot. We will use a bit of garden soil and peat soil for the plant. Add a bit of perlite to this mixture so that it will provide mineral support and help retain the moisture in the soil. After mixing it well, we can transfer it to our pot. Plant the cuttings in this pot so that the pots wrapped in napkins are inside the soil. By the way, when you plant them in the soil, make sure that at least one bud is left buried in the soil. We need to create a greenhouse environment to prevent the cuttings from drying out. For this, cut the bottom part of a 10-liter plastic bottle. Pour plenty of water into the pot. Pour the water until it runs out from the bottom so that all the soil gets wet. Once you're sure the soil is completely soaked, cover the pot with the cut plastic bottle. Wait for the shoots to emerge in a bright place that doesn't get direct sunlight and is below 18 degrees. As you can see here, you'll see the buds bursting within a maximum of 3 days. They started to become more pronounced in the first week. After 10 days, the leaves started to open and the shoots began to grow. Rooting will take at least a month. Now remove the plastic bottle and occasionally mist the shoots with water so they don't dry out. Here, you can see the pepper seedling with turmeric in its roots. It has continued to produce peppers since summer. I'm preparing a video about this. I will be publishing it soon. When it comes to rooting roses, Similarly, the cutting length should be between 15 to 30 cm. Having between 3 to 6 buds is the ideal measurement for cutting production. Steel. The eyes should not have burst when you bought it. As you can see here, if there are figs and roses whose buds have not yet burst in February or March, you can take cuttings. Don't forget to soak the cuttings in water for at least 12 hours and plant the soil you've prepared in such a way that the bottom bud stays buried in the soil. When preparing the cutting, we cut horizontally about 1 cm below the lowest bud. If there are leaves on the cutting, prune them so it doesn't waste its energy on the leaves. We said that the lowest bud will stay buried in the soil. We will bury it in the soil just below the second bud. This part will stay underground. 1, 2. We have 3 buds. We cut above the 4th bud. I want to leave a little bit of space so that when the cut dries, the 4th bud won't get damaged. We cut it horizontally just like we did at the bottom. This way, when it rains, it will easily flow away. After planting the rose cuttings, make sure to pour onion skin liquid fertilizer. This liquid fertilizer will nourish the cutting. You can find out how to prepare this liquid fertilizer from the link above or in the descriptions I will add. You can access it from the link, you can reach it. You have rose cuttings at home. You should know that since the humidity is low in indoor environments, during winter the cuttings may root less. That's why mist your cutting with water every day to keep it moist. If your cuttings are in the garden, there's no need for this process. When you have them on the balcony, check the cuttings. If it's dry, mist it every day. If you don't have a balcony, you can place it in front of a window like this. It's ideal for it to be in a bright place. The ideal temperature for rooting is between 18 to 22 degrees. There should be more than 70% humidity. So if you have them indoors, make sure to mist them with water and water the soil to keep them moist. If the environment is very dry, to ensure that the cuttings stay moist, you can place supports around the pot, place sticks, and cover them with a transparent bag so that the cuttings can get light. You can maintain its moisture by providing a greenhouse environment. It would be better if you make a few holes in the bag for the cuttings to get some air. You can see that the rose cuttings will start to sprout in about a week. We've reached the end of the video. Share this video so everyone can see it and leave a comment below. At least a simple thank you or some feedback like a suggestion. Write it down. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to support me. See you in my next videos.